Hey, what's up guys? You already know who it is. I'm back with another T.O.M today. Let me spit out my gum. So some news before we get started. Last night I recently applied for a YouTube partnership, and guess what? You already know though. Yeah, I got accepted, so that's a huge step for me, and that's really awesome. I can't wait to see how far I can go with this channel. And this actually tells me that I'm actually getting somewhere and there's actually progress with my channel, so this opens up a lot of options for me and my channel, and I just hope you'll stick around to see them. So yeah, this makes me really happy, and yay! Do any of you remember this mask? Recently I found a video from when I was on vacation in Taiwan in summer of 2012, and I thought you might be interested in seeing this. It's kind of interesting.
Come on! Come on, close up, close up.
I found that mask at a 100 yen store in Japan, and 100 yen stores are pretty common, so if you ever go there, you can always find one. They sell really affordable but useful items there, all for 100 yen. It's awesome. You should go check them out. And now we'll be starting on the main topic of today's video, manga paneling and borders. Now we all know there are many things that can contribute to making a manga manuscript looking nice. It's not only the illustrations or the drawings that you put on the paper, but it's also the borders and panels that make the illustrations stand out. If you always have the same repetitive, boring panels and borders, it will get kind of repetitive and your readers will be like, ugh. It will be kind of meh. So it's nice to just shake it up a bit and add different kinds of borders and panels, just to make your manuscript stand out. I'm having a hangout with these awesome people.
Hi.
Hello.
What's up? Yeah. Alright, so I'll be featuring you guys in my next video or something.
Next, like the show?
Next? What?
What are you talking about now?
I don't know.
I thought you were talking about like next, like the show. Like, do you remember that show? Like it was like a few years ago, where these people would be like, and they next them.
How come your hair keeps growing that one piece?
Yeah, that is pretty odd.
Because it's growing in strength. It's anime.
Strength, power, destruction.
Yeah. Sakura trying to spread her wings and fly away because she's a Super Saiyan demon ninja.
Stole it from me. I said she was going Super Saiyan.
I'm trying to think of what else other anime. I watched that show.
Here we have an A4 size manga manuscript paper. Now I'll be drawing a little example of what I think is a boring page, panel-wise. This panel layout isn't necessarily boring, but don't you think it looks kind of bland? It just looks too ordinary. Now, you could use this layout for when there's nothing really much happening in the manga at the moment, but if it's like an action scene, I don't recommend using these kind of panel layouts. It's mainly made up of rectangles and squares, and it really doesn't stand out to any of the readers, and there's not much of any variety in it, so... Now I'm going to be drawing what I think is a more appealing looking panel layout. Now I'm going to explain to you why I think this one is better than this one. This one may be fine to some people, but don't you think that it's a little bit too normal or too ordinary? Like I said before, it really depends on what scene is happening in the manga at the moment. And I said that this would be good for conversations or just like non-action scenes. Now, the difference between this one and that one is that, as you can see, I've incorporated diagonal lines to it instead of just making it rectangles and boxes. And I haven't really seen many manga artists do trapezoid panels, but I think they're pretty cool, so I've done it, and it's different and it looks cool. Now, what I did here is I went beyond the safe zone line. Notice how all of these are all in the safe zone, but a few of these stick out, like the trapezoid and this one. This looks better to me because all the panels look different. They don't look all the same like this one because they all fit in a rectangle. This one has more variety, and I just think it stands out more. Now again, it really depends on what kind of scene is happening in the manga. If you're going for an action scene, I recommend having 2 panels on a page. So maybe having one big square panel taking up pretty much 75% of the page, and maybe having a rectangle below it. Or if you want to do a 1-page action scene, those are really cool too, and you just take up the whole safe zone rectangle. Now I just mentioned going beyond the safe zone line. For those of you who haven't seen my tutorial number 6 on manuscript paper, I'll re-explain what the safe zone and printing cutoff zone are. It wasn't very visible because I was using my flip camera that time, but now I have a better camera and it'll be easier for me to explain to you guys. If you look closely, you can see that there are grids along the side of the paper, and you'll see the little dots here going around in a big rectangle. Now that is what we call the safe zone, these dots here. Now the second line here, which is next to the grid here, the second line is where the printing cuts off. And for more dynamic scene, or if you want the illustration to stand out more, you could go beyond the safe zone line and go up to the printing cutoff line. Okay, look at this for example. See how the line of the border goes off the page? That's because it went up to the printing cutoff zone. Here, where it's still visible on the page, that is where the safe zone is, right here. So, since this one is going off the page, this one is going beyond the safe zone, like this one. There are a lot of different combinations you can do for panels and borders, but I'll leave it up to you to create your own, and make what you think stands out or looks cool. Now I'm not saying doing these kind of generic and normal, ordinary panel layouts is bad. They are good, but just don't use them repetitively, or else it will get kind of monotonous. Lastly, we're going to conclude this video with what markers I use for paneling and bordering my manga page. First up, we have the Sakura Micron 08 size Pigma pen. This is the marker I used for doing the panels in this video. So, next up, we have the Copic Multiliner SP 0.5 size multiliner pen. They produce very thick lines, and they're good for paneling because the lines don't break. Now you'll notice that the Micron 08 size and the Multiliner 05 size are pretty much almost the same, but the 05 is a bit smaller. So yeah. Okay, so that's about it for today's T.O.M. If you liked the video, give it a like, favorite, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps me out. Now I can actually say that it helps me out. So please support my channel if you like. This will be the first T.O.M. video because the last 4 I didn't really think were very well done, so I deleted them last night. So I'll still be continuing the T.O.M. series, but this will be the starting point. from now on. Also, I'd appreciate it if you go check out the people that I showed in my video earlier during the Hangout, the Google Plus Hangout. I'll leave the links to their channels below, and check them out and subscribe to them. They're all awesome people, and they're very cool. And yeah. Alright, that's all for now. So this is ZMangaka89, and...
Hello! Ah, only find me there.
Only there.
Only there.
Why?
Because everywhere else is a secret.
I got this. I got this.
Okay, Matt.
Oh, okay.
That was fire.
I love how we don't know who's going next.
Okay, I'm going next and it's fine. Okay.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
My name is Matthew Hazel. You can find me as ZMangaka89 on YouTube, ZMangaka89 on DeviantArt, ZMangaka89 on Twitter, and I'm all over the place.